Peterson here. Wanted to bring you a quick market update on exactly what is going on here in Seminole County and Volusia County. I know there's been so many headlines talking about the market is crashing, prices are dropping, inventory is way up. And so there's two different tales of what is exactly going on that I want to talk to you about, help clarify and simplify things. And we're going to do a quick dive into the numbers. So stick with me. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try to move pretty quick to keep the video short, as I know it's everybody's favorite topic to talk about numbers. But all right, so let's start here in Seminole County. So Seminole County, this is going to be a much stronger, a little bit more competitive market, and not seeing a lot of fluctuation exactly what's going on. And we're seeing more of a typical seasonal trends here in Seminole County. So the big reason why, and I'll touch more on this in a second, is new construction. There's not a huge supply influx in Seminole County like there is in Volusia County. Particular areas in Volusia County like DeLand, Daytona, and New Smyrna. Huge number of new communities going in, and that is bringing the supply way up. So something for you to be aware of. And if you're living near new construction communities, that is why your market feels a whole lot different than maybe even just 15 minutes down the road. So your hyper-local markets are very important to pay attention to. And if you're in Seminole County, you're going to be dealing with things that are a little bit different than Volusia. So particularly in Seminole County, the biggest things that'll change between your home and other homes, and just the speed and the pace of the market, that is going to be the level of upgrades or updates that your home has. Paying particular attention to like your 4-point items for insurance: roof, HVAC, electrical, and plumbing. If your home is more turnkey remodel ready or turnkey move-in ready, then your home is going to behave differently than those who are a little bit more outdated. And whereas in Seminole County in the years past, that didn't really matter, people just needed it and just had to jump on it, it's becoming more important as the inventory increases. But the inventory increasing that we're seeing in Seminole County is much more normal and actually healthy for the market. The inventory that we're seeing in Volusia County was good, and now we're into the point where the supply is just outpacing the demand that meets it. So let's talk about this. So Seminole County, 2.97 months of inventory. Not a lot of new construction is not counted in this because largely the new construction takes place on the east side of Sanford. So this is relatively very normal. That's still a strong seller's market. Number of new listings. This is a very seasonal trend. High in the summer, dips in the fall. High in the summer, dips in the fall. High over the summer, and so forth. So you can see that ebb and flow. Number of active properties. You're seeing that this is a steady increase over the last year. This is nothing that I am alarmed of or being aware of. It's something that you should pay attention to a little bit, but nothing that is too significant right now. New pending listings. This follows a seasonal trend. High in the summer, low in the fall. Let's go to number of sold listings. This is still seasonal. Number of properties, high in the summer, low in the fall, summer, seasonal trend there. Nothing to be concerned of. Median sold price, let's go over the last 2 years. 2 years ago, $450,000 in May. Right now we're at $457,000, so we see an increase there. Last April, let's see here, $451,000 to $457,000. So we're seeing a good, strong value-wise is holding normal. Now I've seen there's a lot of dips in here. These are pretty seasonal, and it'll vary month to month because all that median is that half sold less than that price and half sold more. So that's why in median you will see a little bit of a ebb and flow there. All right. Again, this is just supply of inventory. Seminole County, you're looking really good. If your home needs some remodeling and updating, you're going to see that your home probably won't sell as fast as it used to. If your home is remodeled, updated, ready to go, you're seeing that it's doing extremely well. All right, Volusia County, as I already touched on, lots and lots and lots of new construction here. And if your home is near a new construction community or very similar to a new build, near one of those communities, you're probably seeing a price reduction on your house, or you get the value of your home going down, especially as builders offer their incentives of closing costs and high interest rate buy downs. It's hard to compete with as a resale home. So your property is probably going down in value. All right, now the month supply of inventory, it says 5.1 and it says it's a seller's market. We're really in a buyer's market. This does not really affect or take into account all the new construction going on. So you're definitely in a buyer's market. That means buyers hold more negotiation leverage. In a seller's market, sellers hold more negotiation leverage. All right, new listings. You're going to see that this is kind of a normal trend. High in the summer, low in the fall, high in the summer, low in the fall. but it takes a big dramatic jump up here. So there's some pent up demand that people listing their homes that jumped up here after the New Year's. And that definitely outpaces the number of buyers that are entering it. Active listings, you can look at this as kind of like inventory almost going up. New pending listings, this is pretty seasonal, and so that's a good sign. Number of new pending listings, high in the summer, low in the fall, high in the summer, low in the fall. Same thing over the last 2 years, see that dip and dip. What I do want to show you though, here in number of pending listings in Volusia County, is you're actually seeing this overall trend line go down. So look at that trend line go down. The buyer demand has not met the market supply of new homes, new listings. This is jumping up. If you see new listings 2 years ago, 1.1, we're looking at 1.36. And new listings is jumping up, pending properties going down. New listings high, pending properties down. That causes for that imbalance of the market. That's why we're shifting into a buyer's market. However, really want to reiterate this. If your home is in an area without new construction, you're holding up really well. If your home is near new construction, you're not favoring it as well as others. And this is a pretty common trend that I've seen a lot. All right. So let's talk about sold price here. I do want to say the show sold listings, normal ebb and flow, but again, the pending listings dropping, number of sold properties has dropped. However, this is a seasonal trend with the ups and downs. All right. Median sold price 2 years ago was $352. Today it's $350. What in the world, right? You might be thinking, how is it the same price? Well, buyers are very resilient and the market is very resilient. However, if we keep seeing the number of homes increasing and the buyers not there, you will see that this number will drop, but it will have its normal seasonal ups and downs, okay? So right now we're kind of flatlined and it's kind of held that way. So like I said, if the inventory keeps on going up, you will see that drop, but it takes time. All right. So hopefully this helped you out a little bit. If you have any questions or concerns, want to get a home value analysis for your home, see how the market's behaving in your neighborhood, go ahead and give me a call here at 386-259-0744.